Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Forex Black Box. That's a quick recap about pound pairs. I'm looking at weekly now, and we can see that from the last time we spoke on the channel, I did say that it could be going down a wave to this area, but apparently broke it and continue down. And I said that if we break down, we could continue low and low. However, the pound pairs itself moving purely by fundamental. So because of Brexit and what's going on, I'll be briefly talking about that shortly now. Let's just analyze this quickly for technical analysis itself first, then fundamental later. As a technical analysis itself on the weekly, as you can see that it's been up, come one red week down, then the second week you keep going down, and this is a very famous pattern, very famous. That's rejection of price at these two lows here between this one and this one. Sorry about this. Between that low and that low, we come right in the middle between them, and we spiked back up because we had some positive news of Brexit. And the weekly looks great. I love it, and I'm long already. I've been long from down here, and I exit somewhere here, and I've been long again on Friday, and I'm looking forward to come back up here and test these areas on the weekly view between this point and this point. So halfway through, or maybe can touch it and start to make another wave down. Depends on the week how we go. I'm looking weekly, so I expect the next week candle will be a little bit bigger, come to level here to this level 125, which is big number, very famous number on pound USD to regard Brexit and all stuff. Let's drill down to daily. As you can see on daily, that trend line. Let me just put back my drawing. As you can see, the trend line itself, it dropped down, broke it, pull back and start to break that spike, then it's continuing down daily and pull back up again, break that area and continue down. Then we have a 2 point trend is started to angle down and down and down. Now we broke the first level, we'll continue. We broke the first level, we broke it and we'll come back down. I expect it to be up to this area, continue, but as you can see my drawing here is short setup, and it broke here and continue down and it break this low. However, they did not close below it at the same day. It just trapped everybody. Everyone thought that pound is going to go 1 to 1, like £1 equal $1, 1 to 1. It didn't work out, so they've been spiked back up. And this reversal signal, I'm not gonna take it as if I move it down here. If I just move this, it's not obviously is not it does not Fibonacci trade I always do. I was waiting for the bound to come back and break this high and continue. Okay, this low, sorry. It did actually close above it, and the next day I expected to go high. I was long already. I was long down here because I know that on weekly it does look very good and is very attractive price, and pound was cheap. And on weekly, I did say before, between these 2 points, there's a lot of investor waiting down there. I don't care about the fundamental too much because fundamental is only complete the technical, because that's a very technical level. We jumped out of this level before in the past twice, and that's the third to go. The third one probably is gonna break a new high. So if the technical said that we're gonna make a new high, we probably go above 140. If we because the prime minister now has been cornered, basically been told by law. Now there's a law in place, is going to be approved by the queen on Monday, I believe. However, it passed all the law offices, desks, wherever it is. It's already passed all last week. That's why we see all this big move, because now we preventing our prime minister, which he's trying to be a hero, get us out without a deal, like crash us out. And it doesn't, he only look into himself in the mirror. It doesn't see the rest of the people who's going to affect it. It doesn't really care. So it's been low now. It's been approved. It's been voted for, and it's going to go ahead and be put in the statue, as they said on Monday. It will be royal approved. So so far we broke the high of the previous week, and we come back down to close on it. That's for me pullback. That's why I didn't want to short. I'm stay long. I'm still long on the daily because you can see that this very nice area broke that level, broke that trend line, come back up here. It didn't really touch that area I wanted to be touched. But Friday was a dry day, plus it was NFP as well. Dollar got some ups and downs and all the stuff. However, pound been holding its position and very firm. There was no sell on the pound at all. Pound value it was higher than the dollar. So um, let's move on. So I expect that one to come back down a little bit. This low, for example, this low here, and continue back up. Even people here, I can clearly see everyone excited about bound, but it's still it is 90%, 95%. Pound is going to go even higher than the previous high, which is in my look. That's my view. That's my trade, and I see it come back up here, and that's Brexit. Okay, that's Brexit. If we have a general election, pound will back up here. And this is like butterfly pattern, I believe. We didn't break a new low. And we'll continue up, break that high, probably between this high and this high. So if we kind of take this point, put it here, continue up, let me just put back up here. If I just do that, which is a long term, get this point up to this point, and I expect that bound to come back up here. I don't know how long it will take. Could take a month, two, three. Probably gonna get extra 3 months to sort out Brexit and all the stuff. So first thing first. First step is I want the bound to come back up here, test that trend line, break it, come back down a little bit, then continue back up. Then we can draw another trend line to see where we're going. If we break that level, which is 133 or 134 probably, we'll keep going. Because if he figured out to make a deal, which is probably going to bring Theresa May deal on the table again. In my opinion, I think Europe it will not accept that deal. That will go for option two, which is two option we have here. Option one, we go ahead with the Theresa May deal, which he was good, which he was somewhere here, pumped back up here, or somewhere here. I'm not sure which one it was. It was somewhere when Theresa May tried to deal, then we come back up here. That's refused, and somewhere here it was Theresa May trend. So if they will go ahead with the Theresa May deal, I expect the pound continue back up to break that high and continue all the way up to this area. Then we have Brexit been sorted out. But I think Europe is smarter than that. Europe actually looking for us not to leave at all. So they're gonna play the dice with us. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna accept option two, which is give us another 3 months. At this 3 months, they will ask why you want 3 months. We're gonna say we're gonna do general election. Then the general election is basically vote again for Brexit, which is makes sense. It's not only first to vote; it's one time deal. So we need to vote it another one more time because we struggling. We're not struggling because of we want to stay in Europe. We're really not concerned about that. We're only concerned about the economy because if we don't have a deal with Europe, then we're gonna have a lot of troubles like security and other things. There's a lot of stuff. You do your search, you will know what I mean. It's all over the internet, so there's nothing hiding. Everything is available online free. You don't need a Bloomberg, you don't need anything like that. If you just sit down, spend a couple of hours, search about what's going on in Brexit, you will know automatically what to do with the price when they come in the right place and right time to buy. Um, Move on. That's the pound index. As you can see, come back up, come back down. That's the weekly. It just broke. I think I did mention that before. It didn't break it black. No, it didn't. Just a couple double bottoms, and it did go up above the previous high. and almost closed that gap. Which is this gap? I don't believe it's original real gap. It's because this TradeView, they don't give me the full data. It's a free version. You have to pay for it, I believe, to get the full version, or I think it's only open in London. They close after London. They don't keep this continuing chart just to give you the time open and close. I don't think it's a real gap or regard crash or anything. It's just empty missing data. That's all. So as you can see, it's green. That's the most important thing. Moving on, that's pound yen. Pound yen, it's a really good runner. So far we did, I think it's about 400 pips, 520, 550 pips, 550 pips from Tuesday. The whole week, from bottom to top, we close green, a lovely green above every one, every other week. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks green. This week is just like, that's the money spot here, and it's brilliant. I'm long in a way. I'm not gonna say where or when, but it's green. So you need to know where to get in and where to get out. I expect it to come back up, challenge this level, come back, pull back between this level two, this 1 and 2, then continue back up if pound get positive, more positive news. Plus, yen getting weaker because Trump, China. So there's a two-factor here. Trump, he's trying to make a deal with China. China gets a strong economy a little bit. Aussie getting strong. All other pairs get against the yen getting strong. Plus the yen want to get weaker. So the yen government won't. They don't like their currency to be expensive because they export and import and all stuff, all this stuff. So they wanted to reduce the yen value because it's too high. It's too expensive for them. So that flash crash, it was a disaster for them. Pull back up here, and we actually below that flash crash of yen the first day of 2019, and now they wanted to reduce the value. So I expect that come back up here, challenges highs. And if you're patient for another couple of months, you probably is going to be like above here. If we have a very positive news of Brexit, 150, 160. That's the way to go. Now we test that low here. Now we jumped. Okay, that's the Brexit. That's the flash crash of pound, and jumped how much? Let's see. That's 2016. 2,300 bips. 2,300 bips. Pull back 50% of this move and continue all the way up. Then Brexit start to kick in. No deals and all the stuff. Flash crash early this year. Come back up here and continue back down. Now we'll come back up here again and probably gonna go higher because we jumped really nicely here, come back and we test this area. Now we're not going to jump again one more time up there. So I expect it to come back up on the longer run, 156, 157, 160 probably if we have no deal, no Brexit on the table, and Brexit's been sorted out by the end of the year. This is the year. This is 2019. Come back down, pull back up, and continue all the way down. So if you look to the candle open here, yearly candle. So go back up, come back down, and before the year will come back, it will be like somewhere here. It'll be a dodgy, they call it, a dodgy or indecision. If we have a decision of Brexit, then it will continue green. Then the whole year it will be like come down and make up like a wick and continue back up here. So this pattern itself, all bound patterns look like butterfly thingy. So I think it'll come down, pull back up, come down, then make a new low, continue back up. We're gonna break that high definitely break that high next few weeks, months. So far did 500 bips 1 week, uh, 6 weeks before Brexit, 3,000 bips. I give it. So let's see. Moving on, that's the yen index. So where did I was looking at? I was looking at somewhere here. I think I was on the daily. Here we go. When it was open up here, come back down. I think here, my last video was here. I said it's gonna do wave. I don't know where's my drawing. Here we go. There you go. From here, I said it's gonna come down, make a waves, and so far so good. That's the yen index here. Look at that. I said that's a spike. It's been rejected because it's a double top somewhere here. Here you go. The price just spike down here, spike down and continue its way down. So maybe we'll pull back up a little bit up to this area and continue down. Look, the index is great to look at it, and I'm looking for it to come and test this area. That will give enough room for the pound to go up and all Aussie yen, pound yen, euro yen, all yen pairs. So all yen pairs will go up. Since the yen become weaker, all the money flying back to each pair, each currency. Okay, moving on. Aussie, I don't trade it. I didn't trade that much last week because I know Aussie was strong. Since look, yen weak, hands off your Aussie. You short Aussie, but not against pound. You could short it against euro, dollar, New Zealand. I mean long it. The long Aussie against all others because Aussie is connected to the stock market. Stock market is good, high, connected to a little bit of percentage of gold and China. China is a main mover for Aussie. So as you can see, Aussie's did so far on a strong pair like a pound 176 pips, but I believe in other pairs I'm sure it's flying. Moving on, that's the Aussie. Oh, as you can see, the Aussie is like it broke that already and continue back up here. I expect to come back test this low and continue test this high. This bottom of this area. It's gonna consolidate a little bit, try to trick everyone down, then boom. It will do like a flag pattern, then break the flag and spike back up. That's how they do it. New Zealand. New Zealand is strong as well. I know that from the index, but I'm long. I'm still under the water here, but my stop losses will be below at this low. That's against bound. I only trade bound pairs against all other currencies. New Zealand is strong because Aussie is strong, so they always working with each other like twins. So if the stock is good, they're expecting New Zealand and Aussie strong. However, Aussie is more stronger than New Zealand. There will be if you trade in Aussie New Zealand, you're going to be long on Aussie, not on New Zealand, which it doesn't make sense because they always consolidate all the time. They rarely they move above each other or one stronger than the other. Then unless the stock is really really strong, then Aussie will start to run with. Sorry, New Zealand will start to run a little bit with Aussie, but it will not defeat Aussie because Aussie is more stronger than New Zealand overall as a value currency. So as you can see, this is my drawing here, ups and down. We'll get up here, come down, come back up, come down because Aussie was strong on Friday. I expect it to come back and break that high because pound is strong at the moment. To go do two here, back down, come back, retest it, come back down on Friday. It didn't do new low. We'll continue back up hopefully and try to this week. Have a position and my TB at this point, my stop loss just below this one, and we'll see how it go. Maybe it will come back and test that trend line, maybe, but I extend this a little bit. Let's see where it's aiming to. There you go. Let's see how it go. But I mainly focus on pound yen and pound USD as a major mover because I know that Aussie is strong and New Zealand is strong. So I know that best runner. I don't want to short it against pound, but I prefer it long if the pound weak, but the pound is not weak. If the pound is weak, then I will short it. But the pound is not weak; it can pop up anytime. And this bear is more faster mover than all the rest of the bears. Really move 10 times faster. If you move 5 pips on, if you move 1 pip on pound USD, you'll move 10 here. So you just bear that in mind. Don't trade, don't treat all the trade the same. Each pair have its own profile, have its own way to run and speed and price action. Okay. Moving on, pound CAD as well. CAD's getting strongly recently because of the oil. Is get a little bit of push of trade war and all stuff is all this kind of stuff. However, we can see with one that's the daily, with two, with three. Obviously, it's going to be one, two, three. Probably going to break the high for five. Test this area or test that green candle on the left because that candle, if you look here, 1 2 3 days red, 1 2 3 4 days red. You got only one green candle here, which probably someone was some big investor was trying to long it from here. It didn't work out. However, that could be holding their position, or this one, or this one. One of those, but this one looked bigger. I expected the price to come up here, play in between this high and low, and probably do some kind of pattern and follow up, break out of these two areas. And if you break higher, then we continue and we test that trend line. If you break lower again, we test these lows, these highs, higher here, here. However, if Canada as well have some kind of good positive news, I believe that I wanna do some rate cut that next time. I talked about it on Friday on meeting time, I believe. I was not focused very much on it, but I only focused on pound fundamental because it was a lot and a lot of going on in pound fundamental regard Brexit. Pound Swiss, I don't really trade it. Swiss was weak. Swiss yen, they're moving together. Risk off, Swiss yen down. Risk on, sorry, the opposite. So if risk on the market, on the stock market, yen and Swiss are down in value. Um, Risk off, yen is strong and Swiss is strong. Money flying back to the low rate currencies like yen and Swiss. I believe that's it. Euro dollar. Well, euro, it's for me, it's a downtrend. Let me analyze it quickly. If we look here, if we touch all these guys, if we get one here, one touch, two. If I just get another one, point one, point two, it's basically it's angling down. So if we just take one, two, as you can see, it's angling down. Probably is going to come back down here, test that area, and continue back up. Hopefully, for whoever who's trading it, gonna come back down here, test this, another test probably, and continue back up here, and we'll go. We'll see. That's only against the DAXI. DAXI, if his DAXI is weak, uh, Euro is gonna strong. DAX is strong, Euro is getting weak because DAX, I believe, on Euro go up at 50% or more trade on DAX itself, index, the dollar index, I mean. I think that's it, guys. Let me just see quickly to look at the news this week. I know I normally do it. Okay, that is China. Gonna see some positive news. It was on Sunday actually, so looks good. It got yen at the market after the market open, which is about 12 o'clock, 12:50 in UK time. Without too high impact. We'll see how the yen is gonna open. We'll see what kind of what kind of move before the market come to the Chinese session and yen Japanese session and Aussie. So we'll see in Aussie how Aussie react before this news, and I will assist from there because I'm long. Yes, I'm long on Aussie yen. So I think it's going to be pullback because the Aussie yen was last week. It was really flying. It doesn't move really much, but it was flying regard its profile. What else? High impact parliament vote on Brexit. Yes, okay, that is going to be a big day on Monday. Then after that, China, which is good for Aussie. So what I think is that looks like it's gonna work out for Aussie to continue all the way up to its low now because it was lower than the previous early of the year. Probably before, just think about it. Like when the day open, can spike up, spike down, and close the day on a proper price or the right price. So think about it the whole year. That go up, go down, then it will close maybe as an open. So if I get OZN itself, it already went up, it went up again, and went down again. Now it's gone all the way up. Probably it will close at the opening of the year or maybe higher or dodgy red or green big candle, yearly candle. So I don't have a yearly candle, but you can look at it if you're a professional trader, you will know on weekly or monthly how the candle look like, and you can just picture how the bigger picture candle is look like the yearly. You went up, went down. Now it will make like a dodgy, or probably it's gonna make a wick all the way up, red or green, it doesn't matter. But the price has been rejected during the year from the bottom. Got some China news that's gonna push the yen, the Aussie back up. get the yen back again down, so on and so forth. We got UK news, high impact, okay. We got US as well, some high impact news. All the focus on pound basically. Pound was down, down all 6 months, been down, 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 and now the time to go up, up, up. So we'll see. Uh, I expect that we're gonna have another 3 months extra time to sort out Brexit. I expect that general election will be kicking after October, not before, because I know a few people said before October, but I think it's gonna be voted after October. Boris Johnson doesn't have no choice but to follow the what the parliament want. That's the government. The parliament asked the government to do that, which the government is Boris Johnson to give that letter, which they written it by themselves, to give the letter to Europe and ask Europe to agree to that Theresa May deal, for example, or his deal if he have a deal, but not to leave without no deal. This is off the table, completely off the table. It's a law. If he try to do that, he will be kind of be jailed, basically. Because if you break the law, you're gonna be jailed. It's very, very clear said do not exit Brexit without no deal. Europe watching and they know everything like that. Even if he tried to do that, Europe basically they're not gonna do anything because they know he's doing something he's not supposed to. He's like a thief. Like he's going to do something against the wish of the people. He's not only concerned him. This is concerned the whole UK people, every single one, even the Europe as well, because he could make a decision because he want to. It doesn't make any sense. If the people want that, and the government should listen to the people. People are struggling now about Brexit. I know we choose to leave Europe, but the percentage was not that like confirm. No, we need another go. So now we saw the bad side of Brexit. We need another go to vote again. And if we vote and we going to leave after the vote, then we leave then immediately. It's fine. But if we vote again and we stay, then we saw the bad side of it, and people change their mind. So you need to give it back to the people. That's my opinion, and I think that's where we're going. ACB going on when Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday. So it's a quite a beefy week. Uh, yeah, looks like it's quite red. A lot of high impact and medium. The low is not much really. High impact here. I'm looking for the red and yellow or orange. So there's a lot of red and orange here. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for attending and viewing my video. Please leave any question. If you have any question, please leave it in a comment and I will reply to you in the next video, or I can reply to you in writing if I can reply to your message directly. I check my messages every day and I will be replying as soon as I possible as I can because I'm trading as well. I'm a full-time trader and manager as well. So anyway, um, please leave a comment, leave a questions, subscribe, and hit the bell button to receive my new video. I will try to do video every couple of days. I'm getting busy now. I've got a lot of stuff to look after, so please to I will try my best to do that, and I will try to do a series of how to trade technical analysis itself or price action. I will try to do a series and I'll upload it in hopefully next couple of months or so. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm doing that for free. I'm doing that for free. I don't expect any money. I'm just doing that for free because I like people to learn. I don't want people to lose money because it's not fair for you to lose money on digital market. Digital market is easy to understand. It's simple, but not easy to achieve since you don't know what is your rules is and all the stuff. You need to have rule written, a lot of stuff you need to learn and you need to get used to it. So like driving, like flying, like doing anything in your life hobby, you need to spend more hours. You need 10,000 hours to become a professional on any kind of thingy you do, like driving, like diving, like whatever it is. You need 10,000 hours. Don't expect you come next just a couple of years ago and you said, look, I want to make money, I want to make billions, and no, it doesn't work that way. You need to spend enough time to know how things works. Anyway, guys, thanks for viewing and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Good week ahead. Thanks. Bye.